want to. I'll just move the camera. I'll just hold on a second.
Just bring it over.
I'm sorry.
No, you're all right.
You were here early and planning that, weren't you? You got so discombobulated. So we are live, by the way.
Hey.
Good morning and welcome to Quilt Talk.
It's official. We got a sign thanks to Cindy.
We have a sign that is so cool. I came in and I saw it the other day and I thought that is the neatest thing. And I'm so delighted that Cindy did that for us.
Thank you, Cindy. It's really awesome.
It made me feel really special. I don't know about Josh, but
of course it made
it made me feel unspecial.
well, you're the producer.
She says she needs one for study hall.
We'll make mine.
Good morning, Tris. Good morning, Irene, Janice, Denise. All right. Woo-hoo. Yeah, I thought this was so cool. Maria sent me a picture, I think, of Cindy holding it, so now I get to see it. It's very great. Thoughtful. It's just awesome.
Yeah.
Actually, I need to get a picture.
Good morning, Christy. All right, Linda. Good morning, everybody.
Lots of good people out there today
What
already.
a weekend.
It's amazing.
Holy cow.
Do you know when we got there at like 5 after 10. There was no parking lot in the main parking lot. There was no parking in the side parking lot. We went around and had to park in that health place. But there are other people who were parked all over that area. I was just amazed.
Hey, I at one point I went out and I was like, okay, this is giving me anxiety because I don't know where to tell people to, like, I don't know if you can park on the street. Probably not, but
they did.
They did, and we made it. There was no accidents, a couple of close calls. But,
really?
Well, just cars parked and people trying to, we won't name names.
Okay.
But no, it worked out. It was amazing.
It was amazing. And Friday was fun too.
It was
just, my class is usually Friday, and I was spending more time talking to people who were wandering through. And
I kind of felt bad because I was like, there is a class going on, but people were wanting to see what was going on. And you guys were awesome to let them come in. And
that class will happily spend all its time talking anyway. So it was okay.
Good thing Carol brought a big enough cheesecake.
Yes, it was,
so good.
We're all pretty high on sugar.
For the weekend.
Cupcakes. I forgot who got the first one, but they were cupcake for breakfast?
Me.
Oh, it was you. That's awesome.
Breakfast of champions.
That's right. All right. A bunch of people jumping on. Good morning, everyone. Our family has grown. St. Augustine and Palm Coast now. We've always had our friends in St. Augustine, but Saturday made it official. And it was super special. It was amazing. My dad even came by.
Really?
Yeah, it was awesome. So he was doing a wedding in St. Augustine. Perfect timing. So
yes, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was a special day, and it was crazy. But we like a little crazy, and everybody was very patient because I think I saw Melanie and Farron cutting on like the Q20 table, and like what I mean. We were just doing whatever we could.
Yes, it was.
But you guys were so patient, so thank you. It was all for good fun and celebrating the opening of the new shop, and so people were in a great mood. It was awesome.
Yeah, I was just going to say everybody was really happy, and all the staff was happy and had a good time meeting people and helping them and everything. It was just a great day.
And I loved that Brenda was there. Now, I did not expect Brenda to immediately jump behind the counter and start cutting, and then she got stuck there. So, and I was running around saying hello to people, and they're like, "Wow, you put her to work?" I'm like, "No, she totally did that on her own."
She was in her element.
Yeah. But it was special because I wanted people to see, and so did she, that we were both happy. This is a great situation, the passing of the torch. That she's getting to go and do what she wants to do, and then I'm getting to do what I want to do.
Yeah,
so,
it's awesome.
Win-win. Win because everybody wins. More cut up and sew.
Yep.
It's going to be fun. So thank you to everybody that showed up. We really, really appreciate it. I forgot to do this. Thumbs up and hearts. Maybe we got some new people, right? So
maybe I should do the hearts.
We love it when you share this feed with a friend. Share the show with a friend. And if you're watching it and it's not live, do the little hashtag replay. It lets us know kind of who's watching, but also it bumps it back up to the top. And then more people can see us. So awesome. All right. Let me get through my sticky note because Joann's got some stuff to show. Are we doing a technique today, or are we just having a conversation?
No, we're doing a technique.
Okay. Then I will try to. My bad.
Okay.
I was waiting for an eye roll. That's why I was. There it is.
I'm not rushing you.
But something real quick. So we had a sale on Saturday, and I kept saying it's the last day. It's only today. You know me. I had enough people come up to me and ask, because the line was so long, could you extend the sale till Monday? So yes. If you go to St. Augustine Cut Up and Sew today only, I'm not extending it anymore. Today's the last day. There's $5.99. I don't know how many bolts are left. A lot. Hundreds of bolts are $5.99 a yard, and buy 2 panels for $5. So that's still going to go on today. And you all took advantage of it, which was great, but there's still a lot left. So that sale will go on today.
Yes.
And that's it. Just
come on up and help Josh make room for more fabric.
We do need to put some more fabric in there, but also, and you guys noticed it was much more open. Like that was our big goal, you know. And Bonnie came, I loved it. And I saw, you know, we did get it open much better, but there's still room for improvement. So if we get rid of some of those bolts, maybe I can take one of those shelves out and then it'll be even more open. So
no, you need to put more fabric on.
We need to replace some of the fabric. Let's put it that way. Sometimes less is not more. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
There's a lot more templates.
There's a lot more Tim Holtz. That's true. Yeah.
That's right. And you know, that's the sort of thing that a parent says to a little kid who's
That's right. Good morning. I see a bunch of people jumping on. Good morning to all of you. So, okay. So today they did the likes and shares. Thank you. That's amazing. Okay. So today is the last day for the sale in St. Augustine. When you go to cutupandsew.com, we're going to keep reminding you guys, make sure you're kind of paying attention because now we have 2 calendars. So the Palm Coast classes and the St. Augustine classes. Now there are events that are going to be posted on both calendars. So because we want the St. Augustine folks to know about Palm Coast events and vice versa. So, and I'm going to jump around a little bit, but perfect example, Dress-A-Girl is our next Sewing for Charity party on the 16th, right? And it is listed on the Palm Coast calendar because it's here in Palm Coast. But it's also a scissor sharpening party. And that's listed on both calendars. Because if you have scissors in St. Augustine and you can't come down to Palm Coast, drop them off at the St. Augustine store and we'll bring them down. But also we want people in St. Augustine, Jacksonville, everywhere to come to Dress-A-Girl. So we are going to be kind of cross-posting. So just keep your eyes on PC for Palm Coast and SA for St. Augustine. Makes sense.
Okay, and when you send out your notices for classes and things like that, when somebody is signed up for a class, you usually send out a text.
It's an automated text reminder.
So do you put in capital letters? Palm Coast.
It's going to say PC.
It'll probably say PC. And the reason we do that is because St. Augustine is long and it ends up, it makes it just jumbled. And Also, you guys can figure it out. SA, PC, you're super smart. Yeah, they are. So, all right. Okay. So just keep an eye on that. We're going to kind of keep reminding you guys. St. Augustine has classes on the calendar. So start checking it out. What is that? What? Yeah. In fact, Molly's class, would you mind grabbing her little sample there? People are already signing up because Molly was there showing off her amazing stuff, which is great. So this class, and I don't have the date in front of me, but
23rd and 30th. It's Saturday.
23rd, Saturday the 23rd, and then the second day is the next Saturday, which is the 30th. And this is Molly Waddell, and you're literally painting on black fabric and then free motion quilting. I love this. I'm excited.
Yeah, and her free motion quilting is very nice, especially in the smaller areas. Learning how to do that little filler, those little fillers in there, great.
Great class. She's I absolutely love it. So that's on the calendar. So go to cutupandsew.com. You can click on the link in case you're new to our website, and there's a description. It'll give you the price, the dates, and all that stuff. But call us if you have questions. We're happy to answer anything. We're trying to make it super easy, but when we're adding the second location, I know there's going to be a few little hiccups. So we're doing our best. Okay, let's see. Classes starting to fill up. Check. Dress-A-Girl party, the 16th. Check. I can flip it over. I already talked about that. Oh, and when you shop online, also be looking, just pay attention to because, for example, Tula Pink is almost gone. The new Tula Pink line came in Palm Coast. We didn't get it in St. Augustine. So make sure when you're looking on the calendar, it should say 2 yards in Palm Coast, 0 available in St. Augustine. But just make sure you're kind of paying attention, especially if you're coming to pick it up.
Right.
because you don't want it to go to the wrong store. Now we can fix it, we can get it to you, but I just don't want you showing up looking for your bag and it's at the other store. So just kind of just we're figuring it out. I think it's pretty simple, but again, growing pains.
Mhm.
So we're just going to try to keep reminding you guys,
Yeah.
and yeah, just be patient with us. But it's kind of awesome, to be honest with you.
Mhm.
It's really
It's
yeah,
a good problem to have.
it's a great problem to have.
Mhm.
Yeah. Speaking of the Tula Pink, by the way, Untamed came in and went out. I mean, I think there's still some left, right? But I'm telling you, some of the bolts are already gone. The fat quarter bundles are already gone. We do have these awesome 10-inch square packs that you can't see from there, but it's an awesome Untamed pack. And I don't think we talked about the ribbon.
No, we can talk about
There's 2 colorways. Oh no, that's kind of a far stretch. Can you see it all right?
it. Yeah, because I think the one's pink and one's green.
Yeah. So Renaissance ribbon. They're going to start doing this. I have a feeling with, I don't know if all of her lines, but a lot of the
Yeah,
big
a lot
lines.
of, a lot of the lines are doing it
And they're
now.
really pretty. They're really cool. So we do have the ribbons in,
Mhm.
FYI. So in Palm Coast, we have the ribbons in. So if you go to the site, make sure you're checking that out. If I were you and you want some of the Untamed, I would either go to the website as soon as we're done here, because don't stop now.
Yes.
Stick with
you'd
us.
you'd
You're
miss
actually
the
going to
rest
learn
of it.
something here in a minute. But right afterwards, you can go to the website, see what's available, or just come on into the shop. We open at 10.
Mhm.
So, and grab you some.
So are you going to get any more in, or have you gotten what?
You can't.
Oh, too bad.
With Tula's lines, like her main lines, not the True Colors and the
Mhm.
blenders, they're one and done for the most part.
Mhm.
Amazingly enough, they actually, I think this might be the first time with her first release of the Minky, they actually let us order a second one, which is pretty rare
Mm-hmm.
because normally they print it so
It's
far in
done.
advance and then
Mm.
it's done.
Okay.
So, but it is really pretty. Holy cow! No animals, just flowers.
Just flowers.
It's stunning. Yeah, I love everything Tula does, but some animals I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like I don't care about certain animals, but
Mhm.
flowers, I'm done. Florals, I love it. So, okay, so let's see. Am I leaving anything out as far as the website? Yeah, pretty simple. Let's look at that new fabric.
Let me move these here.
I can move these over here. Anybody want these?
Yes.
I think I have 4 of these and 6 packs of the
Some of
ribbon.
them are gone already, though.
Some ribbon left. I don't know how many. Here, I'll put them over here. Yeah. Let's see. Are there any wires there? Are you able to? So we've been getting some new moda in, and whew, it's incredible. Let's start with this. Can you kind of stand in front there? Or
I can.
is there cords? Okay.
No, let me go.
So this line is called, forgive me, Melrose.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, and it's almost the cut up and sew colors, but it is. I don't know. There's something
Bring it
about
closer
these.
to the camera.
Hold it. Was that closer to the?
Further, bring it closer. There you go.
There you go.
Good. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see
So,
the texture.
and you can just drop it here, and I'll take it away. We'll swap it out. There's something about this color combination that I just absolutely love. It's very, and it's so artsy. It's clean.
I like and in these two, I like the different size dots in there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, those are irregular dots.
Look, they're not perfectly
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
round, Joann. And
I
I
like that.
didn't bring the whole line over because there's about 5 more bolts in the line, but I just wanted you to get the gist of it. It is very pretty, and I absolutely love it. And what's really cool is they came out with some that, you know what that is, Joann? You had to guess?
If I had to
I might have
guess,
told you.
I can't remember, but it's great for bags.
It's 70% cotton, 30% linen, which is
Linen.
really, really cool.
That's what I
And you
couldn't
can probably
remember.
tell from the texture, but it's much thicker.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
So are these the only two fabrics they have in the linen?
in the
I mean,
line.
that
I
you
think
have?
there was just these 2 that came with the linen.
Yeah. Great.
Look at garments. People want garment fabric.
Garment fabrics, absolutely.
Oh, I
Yeah,
hadn't thought of that. I just thought of bags because that would be, nice complementary colors there.
Trish says, "Good morning, Monica. Good morning, sunshine." I love that. Trish, if my order isn't sent yet, I would. I would what? Like
Get the
some more Tula, or I don't know if I missed the first part of that, or if you just didn't finish your your sentence. Oh, I said who wants some? Never mind. You're answering my question.
Okay.
You want the 10-inch squares or the ribbons or both?
Yes.
Want more? Okay.
Just send her a box of a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
Someone like a fortune.
Leah, the dark. Well, so there's no black in that collection. It is like a navy.
Is
It's not black, is it? That dark flower one? That's not black.
No, it's a charcoal.
No, isn't that like a navy? That's a navy blue. Totally. We got you. You think that's black?
Yes.
No.
I think it's charcoal. I don't think
You're-
it's a black.
No. No chance.
But you might-
We need to get some black and then set it up next to it,
Oh, and
Well,
then I'll
there's
show
no-
it's true color.
and then they'll see it.
Well, you'll see that it's charcoal. It's not like an Amish black that was really strong.
You know what's amazing, Leah, is they totally see charcoal and I see a dark navy. That's bizarre.
And we see somebody needs to see the eye.
Fair enough. So to be honest with you, Leah, I don't know. Now I'm just confused. I could have sworn that entire line is like a navy blue. Oh, let's see here. We're putting black next to it.
Oh yeah, it's black.
That's not black. I don't think the camera's gonna be able to do it.
Oh yeah, it shows it.
What color is that? What color do you guys think that is?
Charcoal.
Yes, garment. I'm seeing. Yeah, definitely a blouse or a dress. That one's up for debate. I don't know.
See now, if you look at 2 and 3, you're definitely black.
Yeah, I don't know. Now I'm gonna. Everybody that comes in, we're gonna show them this.
This is the question of the day
Yeah.
of the week.
I will 100% admit that I'm wrong and that I need new glasses.
What color do you? Never mind.
We got to move on. So Leah, we will let you know. Yeah, you'll just have to come up and you tell us. You be the decision maker. Who's the crazy person? Actually.
I'm getting confused.
Yeah, all right. But yeah, it's awesome. And so we had a bunch of stations at 3 stations at the opening. It was really awesome to see people get excited about Caterpillar and AccuQuilt. And I loved that Judy was there with the baby lock, the Accomplish, the Applaud. I was just talking about the Accomplish, the Applaud. And you could hear conversations. And she was wearing one of her demos. You know, garment sewing is not gone away. We're just trying to figure out how to bring it back and do it strategically, so we don't have a wall of knits that nobody buys.
Yeah.
And getting fabric just like that is a good way to do it.
Mhm.
So. We're all ears, and keep the suggestions coming for classes. We're listening. Tony's doing an awesome job by getting stuff already going, but we're always listening.
Yeah. And Tony was just telling me that she has 2 new garment teachers, or 1 new garment teacher, 2. So watch the class list.
Yeah. Careful. If we find out that you've taught before or enjoy teaching, we're going to ask you to teach for us. Or if you've never taught and you're good at something, we'll probably ask you to teach for us. But we've got a huge selection of teachers. It's great. So we can really offer a bunch of new classes, which I'm excited for.
Yeah.
And our embroidery classes.
Embroidery classes. In fact, Becky, I heard you loud and clear. I responded to your email. She wanted more, I think she used the term beginner classes.
It's working on
Pardon
Yes.
the guy with the blower. Beginner embroidery classes and things like that, which we've talked about. So we hear you loud and clear. I don't want to make it too beginner, especially for you, Becky, because you've played with embroidery. So we need to challenge you a little bit. So I'm going to at least say you need to be in a confident beginner class. If not,
Okay.
all right, the leaves are gone. Come on, move along. All right. Should we give away a sewing machine?
Yeah.
It's such a cute little machine.
So this is a great machine. A lot of people have amazing machines. They do everything that you want, but they're heavy. It's too hard to take them to classes. So Burnett, Janome, Baby Lock, they make amazing, and that's why we carry the whole lineup of smaller machines, portable machines that still sew really, really well, that you can take to a class. And this has 50 stitches. You're not going to need 50 stitches in a class,
Right.
but they're there just in case. You never know. So anyway, we decided we're going to give away one of the Burnett B37s, and we've got a lot of passports. So if you went to, this is not the winner, I'm just going to show you guys. If you went to the Palm Coast store or technically St. Augustine store and picked this up and you got all five spots initialed, this went into the basket, and now we're going to do a drawing for the winner.
Why not? My name's not in it.
Oh, you didn't do one? Oh, okay.
Is your name's not in there? Okay, then you can
That's
pick.
different. Yeah.
So we'll mix it up. There's a bunch. So thank you for everyone that came out. It was really, really fun. So I didn't count how many. There's a bunch. We'll count afterwards, and you got to be careful because a lot of them are sticking together, stuff like that. So it's not rigged.
Oh, now it's rigged.
Oh, it just jumped out. Now it's rigged. All right, Joanne. Drum roll. Good morning, Shirley from Virginia.
Okay, and the name is Mary Sable.
Mary Sable. That's our Mary. Hey, yep, sure enough.
Sure enough.
All those, Mary. Congratulations. She will be tickled.
It'll be a fun
Oh,
little
that's
machine.
awesome. It's a great machine. Congratulations. That's fun.
Yeah.
All right, Mary. I don't think I've seen you pop on here, but you will probably see this. If not, we're going to call you some point today and tell you the good news. How exciting. Now, Mary, I do have to bring the one that you're getting back from St. Augustine, just FYI, because I want you to have a new one in a box, not the demo. So I didn't bring that with me. I'm sorry.
Well, you didn't.
We're still going to call you, but yeah. Hey, Mary, that's fun.
Congratulations. That's a fun thing to have happen. Fun way to start your Monday morning.
It is. The floor is yours, man.
Oh, it's
I'm
mine.
done. I gave away a sewing machine and yapped about the. Whoa, hold on.
I have to move the camera.
Yeah, we're gonna adjust a little bit because we didn't set up the overhead camera for Joann, and she needed it.
Yeah, but
Whoopsie daisies.
to their credit, I didn't tell them until 9.
Like, we're live. Oh, by the way.
By the way. Okay, so today what I'm going to talk about is how to fussy cut fabric. And one of the things that kind of sparked my interest in this is a lot of the Tula pink and the Tilda fabric is just ripe for fussy cutting and doing some fun things with. So like here's a Tilda fabric that I got the other day, and it just has these little
Mice.
they're little mice
Are they
all
mice?
curled
Yeah,
up,
they're field mice.
and they look like
Yeah.
little baby mice. All if you're not into mice, they're still really cute.
They're cute mice.
So that was one of the fabrics. And so I started thinking about it and thinking it would be fun to kind of go over how you fussy cut your fabric. And a couple of things you want to be aware of is that when you choose your fabric, you want to starch it, because as you fussy cut, you may fussy cut it on grain, but more likely at some point you're going to be turning and it's going to be on the bias and it's going to stretch and it's going to fray. So, you want to start out by starching your fabric. And you want to choose, especially if this is your first time, you want to choose a fabric that has a nice clear design. So I had this one. This is a Tula pink fabric with zebras on it.
I love that one.
And it is just one of my favorite fabrics. I never use it because then I won't have it anymore. And so you start out with your fabric. Then what I do is I decide how big I want the square to be. So I've already measured these little zebras, and it's about a 3.5 inch square finished that I need. So I took a piece of cardstock and cut a square that was 3.5 inches. It had a 3.5 inch opening so that I could put it down on the fabric and actually see where I was going to put the
I can hold it up if you want.
where I was going to put the zebra in there.
Oh, you can just do it like that? Okay.
Okay, so yep, that's why she's the producer.
That's right.
Okay, so I have that there, and that's about where I want it to be. A couple other things that you need, and there's a couple of my very favorite tools that I use here. One of them is this Quilter Select marking pen, and it has a marking pen on one end that is air erasable, and it'll go away anywhere from a few hours to 48 hours and it'll be gone. But if you want it to go away faster than that, it has an eraser on the opposite end. And so you can erase the mark. I don't recommend friction pens for this and the reason is because friction pens will often leave a ghosting line. And when you mark this, you're going to be marking on this in the area that you'll actually see. So you don't want to use your friction pen for that. You need a ruler that you can cut with. You need your rotary cutter. You need some tape because you're going to have to square off your ruler so that you can get the size the exact size you want. So you use a little bit of tape to tape off where it is, and that will give you a guide as to where you cut on your piece. And then something that is very helpful but not necessary is a rotating mat. And of course, I have the Caterpillar mat here that is it just turns very easily like this. And when you're actually cutting and you put your hand down on it, it doesn't move. So those are some of my favorite things to use. I also have something that I really like. I don't use Quilt in a Day rulers very much, and these are not something that I would run out and try and buy or ask Josh to get for us. But if you have them, they're kind of fun to use. One of the things I like about some of Quilt in a Day rulers is they're very simple. They have one job to do, and they do it. And so there's not a whole bunch of lines on it, and there's not a whole bunch of distractions with it. It just does one thing. So I have already measured this. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out where the center is. So to figure out where your center is, you're going to measure the height. And the height of this is about 3.25 inches high. And it's about, and I'm going to mark right here. And it's about 1, 2, 3, 3.25 wide. So half of that is about 1.5. So we're going to measure, we're going to bring it in to 1.5 and mark that middle part if you're really interested in making sure that it is in the center.
Yeah.
But you're actually centering, you're only measuring your motif. You're not measuring the whole square. Then,
but you could also just eyeball it, right?
yes,
I mean, you can totally,
which is
if you wanted
perfectly
it at
fine.
an angle or
Exactly.
Yeah.
And especially with something like this where there's a lot of motion with these zebras, then I don't really care if I'm centering it. I just want to make sure that he's completely in there. So now I've laid my my cardstock square on there, and I'm going to mark the corners. So I mark this corner, and you can see this line is nice and dark, and you'll be able to see it when you go to cut. So now I have the corners all cut.
marked.
I'm sorry, all marked. Thank you. And the light is
You
right
pull it too closer to yourself. I don't have to stretch across the table.
Okay, good. Thank you. So now I'm just going to cut, and I'm going to lay my ruler so that the 1/4 inch line is on the mark that I put in. I want to be able to make sure that I have my seam allowance in there. So I'm cutting past the little
You're giving
marking that I
yourself,
make.
don't cut my fingers off. I don't know if you guys can see, but I think right here is her marking.
Mhm.
So she's giving herself the seam allowance.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm going to cut all the way around. Now, one of the things that fussy cutting does is it makes Swiss cheese out of your fabric. So we're going to cut this and all the way around. Once again, using that, putting the 1/4 inch line on my marks, my previous marks. And if we're really lucky, if I'm really lucky, this will come out just right.
Not lucky. It's all planned.
So here's my little here's my fussy cut zebra. Here's my fussy cut zebra. And he's already And the neat thing about him is this particular line is the zebras, and most of it is all black and white, but the zebras all have a stripe in them of a variety of different bright colors. So if you come back next week, you will see what I end up doing with these little zebras.
That's awesome. And yeah, something that everybody has at home.
Cardstock.
Yeah, cardstock. That's great. I mean, I know they make the templates and all, and so same concept, but I'm all for using what you have. We talk about it all the time.
That's right.
So
Favorite one.
yeah,
What you got?
use what you got. Now, if you're going to do this all the time, like this is your go-to, you may want to purchase one that's actually, not, because eventually that's going to tear up. But
Yeah.
Martelli has them.
Martelli has them. I'm sure other people have them. But
There's a lot of people that make that sort of thing.
But if you do it every once in a while, this is great.
Exactly. And it just gives you something to do. So my favorite tools here are, of course, the marker, the double-ended marker, the shorter ruler. The shorter ruler is really nice because personally, I believe that you should use the smallest ruler you can to completely do the job well. And that you shouldn't take out your 24-inch ruler to cut a little 4.5-inch square.
Yeah, and that's the creative grids, which we may have. We usually have. We may be out, but we can get those. You said we do have these, right, Tony?
Yes.
Yeah, we have those.
We have these, and obviously the cutter pillar. So
Yeah. And the cutter.
we don't have these, and she did not get them at IKEA. I'm guessing.
But I did get the bags there.
Yeah, right. But yeah, these are nice because you're right. They're very simple.
They're very
There's
simple.
nothing on them.
That's right. And what it does is, so when you put your block down there, it has two lines that go right through there, and you can see your center without having to mark it or anything. It's right there. So so that's what those are for. Like I said, they're nice because they're simple and they do the job, but not necessary. It's just a nice little thing. As a matter of fact, I had to search for these.
You don't use them.
Yeah.
I don't use them that much.
Any questions on that at all?
Oh, and I did forget to do this. Do the washi tape. If you do the washi tape, I must have brought the wrong ruler. If you do the washi tape, you start from your corner here. So I wanted to cut this at 4 inches. So what I would do is I would take you can do this with painter's tape or washi tape, whatever.
Or glow tape.
Or
glow tape, which we just got in, by the way.
Thinner.
It's better. Way better.
It is nice. Now the washi tape is nice because it's pretty, but like I say, they have the glow tape in stock.
Well, but so why are you calling it washi tape?
Because that's what it's called.
It's washi tape.
I
Wash
have
What's
no idea.
Japanese.
The Japanese thing.
It's a reusable tape.
It's a
It's
reusable.
decorative. Yeah.
Got it.
And they have the washi tape comes in like all these different
Japanese name washi. Not. Yeah. Okay.
I don't get it.
It was probably originally made with rice paper.
So if you outline your ruler, then you know where to cut. It helps you
That's the whole goal.
plan your cutting.
Nice.
There you go.
Huh. Look at that. Washi
It's just
tape.
cute.
It is cute. It's very cute.
Lori Holt, she's into washi tape.
There you go.
Our
That's
glow
awesome.
tape has 3 different brightnesses and it's thinner. It's kind of-
Yeah, and I do like
reusable.
the glow tape. I just happen to find the
I
washi.
need to
tape
step
first.
up my knowledge on tape.
That's right. Tape.
Who knew?
ribbon.
slacking.
Yeah, I know. That's
See,
what I
now
have
this
you all for. What do you
This
think?
is really cool. Now this is a little narrow, but some washi tape comes a little bit wider, and they have all sorts of different decorations. So you could actually put them on your Christmas presents.
Oh, there you go. Use washi tape for Christmas this year,
That's right.
not for rulers.
Well, no,
You can use it.
Obviously, she just did.
Use what you got.
Use what you got. All right. Any questions on that? Throw them in the comments. We can check it out if you do it now or even later. We do go back and see all that. So thank you, Necklace. Thank you, Necklace. Thank you, Necklace. Thank you, Linda. She said, nice braided necklace. Well, I made this because I took a class with amazing Rhonda,
Mhm.
Who's got one coming
who's got one coming up, and it's full. The first one's full. And so Tony and Rhonda put it back on the calendar, and I don't know the dates, but
the week after.
the week after. So
So it's the same class, 2 weeks in a row.
And then we have the beaded part.
And then once you learn this technique, which was, I'm just going to tell you, very easy, then she's going to do a technique where you add beads, which is really, I'm excited. And Rhonda was an awesome teacher. It was so simple, to be honest with you, like just the techniques, but she was patient. We figured it out, and then it was just like
Pretty easy.
knocked it out. It was great.
When I
Fun.
was watching her do it, when you were a kid and you went to camp and you had that plastic gimp stuff and you braided it all around, reminds me of that. Although it's a lot prettier,
Yeah.
and it's not plastic
Don't call this plastic or GIMP.
or gimp. It's just pretty.
It is pretty. It was a fun class, so check that out. Hey, Doc, good morning to you too. We miss you. Yeah, we sure do. And these weren't just here for decoration. I forgot to mention it earlier, but we got our very own quilt ladders. I love this. It's so much fun. There's 3 different colors. Can I see that?
Yeah.
Okay. There's the white, the gray, and then this the natural, I guess. And they even put a little cut up and sew, Palm Coast, St. Augustine. Is that not great?
That is great.
And they're very inexpensive. It's pretty crazy that we were able to get these. So
No, you don't ship.
we do not ship. No, if someone asks, yeah. It's a little too big. Well, I mean, I guess technically we could, but then it is not inexpensive.
Yeah, and it's not like, you can find these on Amazon and stuff, and when you get them, they're all taken apart and everything. This comes all nicely put together. It's beautiful.
solid.
It's
wood.
solid. It's
very
made
solid.
well.
It's very
I
nice.
love that.
And it'll always make you think of us, which is great. So we only have one of each color, at each location.
Oh,
So
okay.
I did get 6 total. So there's 2 of the natural, 2 whites, 2 grays, and I just split them up. So if anybody's interested, call us.
They
They're really cool.
If you haven't used these, I have a couple of these in my house because I have a lot of quilts that I don't use.
Sure.
And so they become decoration in my house. It makes a really pretty decorative thing in your home.
Absolutely, especially this time of year.
Yeah. Nice way to show off your quilts and keep them off where people sit on them or the dogs will eat them or whatever.
Put a little elf on it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. All right. So just to recap, congratulations, Mary.
That's right.
That's awesome. On your new sewing machine, just what you need.
Mhm.
Number 17. I think she only has 4. I'm wrong. But, congratulations. Don't forget, Dress a Girl Around the World is our next Sewing for Charity party on the 16th. And that's here in Palm Coast. Also, Fred will be here sharpening scissors. So no matter which location you go to, if you want scissors sharpened, but you can't come that day, just drop them off and then we will get them sharpened. And then I think Fred's actually been calling, taking payment over the phone, and then you can come pick it up whenever it's convenient.
Okay.
So don't
I
forget
was
that's on
going
the
to say, are you
16th.
going to take them back to St. Augustine?
We will take them back to St. Augustine for you.
Mhm.
Absolutely. We're happy to do that.
And the same day. That's what you just said.
So it's a Saturday, so most likely you wouldn't get them till Monday or even Tuesday, possibly.
Right. But you would probably have to drop off at Thursday.
But you need to drop them off. Oh, yeah. Okay. So good point. So if you're in St. Augustine and you're not going to come to Palm Coast for the Sewing for Charity party, but you want scissors sharpened or knives or pinking shears or snips or whatever, rotary cutters. If you want anything sharpened and you can't make it, drop them off probably by Thursday. So that's the 14th. That way we can get them here for Saturday when Fred is here, and then we'll get them back to St. Augustine in a couple days. So that makes sense?
Mhm.
I
It
think that
does.
makes sense. The idea is we can get it done for you. Just communicate with us. Give us a call. That's the easiest way to do it. Classes are starting to fill up in St. Augustine. Obviously, they're filling up in Palm Coast. So just make sure you're looking at a few months in advance, and then get on the wait list if something's full and you didn't get in, because we do call people, right?
Mhm.
And Joann has a quilt class every Friday, and she's got some really cool stuff coming up. Almost every Friday, right? And every month, the idea is that it's a different quilt. So I'd love to see some new people hanging out with you on Fridays, although that might be full. I don't know, but
No, she's going to do it in St. Augustine.
she's gonna do it in St. Augustine too.
Yeah, they're going to alternate.
Starting in March.
Oh, you guys got all sorts of plans. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
this.
Wait till this week's going to be crazy. Big classes.
Good. Well, I have a meeting with Tony after this, so I guess I'm gonna find all
You'll
about
find
the fun that's happening.
That's right. You'll figure it out.
That's awesome. We're excited for the future. And
You're on a need to know basis.
honestly, I love it. Only so much, you know what I mean? Oh gosh. So That's awesome. Somebody said, "Oh no, you're very, very smart." I was like, "You know why I'm smart? Because I surround myself with amazing people."
Mhm.
Uh,
That's the way to do it.
yeah,
For sure.
Delegate.
Good job.
teamwork makes the dream work.
Mhm.
Takes a village.
That's right.
Got any other fun
Two
sayings?
villages.
Two villages. Takes two villages. All right, we're rambling. You guys have an amazing day. Thank you for all the support. You guys have been amazing. We're gonna have some fun. Always live to create.
And you know, with 2 shops and all these classes, you can learn all sorts of new ways to be creative.
True. I love it. Have an awesome day, guys.
Bye.
That was great.
Okay, let me